cheeky 453. Maybe wondering, am I tired? You can't be tired if you just drink a lot of caffeine. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades. We get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt. And I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. I was at that last piece in because I had one guy that said, financially free? You must be broke. I'm not broke. I'm doing all right, guys. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me, make the community here a little bit better off than it was before, it's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now, quick shout out to some of the guys over here at the Patreon. We have had quite a few members join us here in the last 24 hours. We are currently sitting at 276 members. Evan, Jacob, Kevin, Patek, Broke Boy, Ash, Danny, David, Jordan, David, Kinnan. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. I can't believe the growth of this channel. It's absolutely nuts. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And guys, this community is absolutely insane. There's so much good stuff happening in the Discord. We do have private channels that are happening all the time. We talk about different stocks. We've got different watch lists. We've got analyst walkthroughs, my daily trades, buy or sell ideas, just a chat bar. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're interested, there's a link to the Patreon in the description box down below. And then watch out for this spam account. This is not me. You'll know it's not me because it doesn't have that gray box around his name. Don't call that number. Don't buy his crap. Report the account if you can. With that being said, today we're going to be giving a update on ticker symbol FCEL, FuelCell Energy Incorporated. And I want to be completely transparent and to show you guys my positions. I do have a position in FuelCell. I will just scroll over really quick, show you my total account. I do have 229 shares at a dollar cost average of $11.18. And honestly, if anything with this dip, I'm thinking about averaging up a little bit because, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be an absolutely filthy monster. I love everything about FuelCell, especially in the next coming year. I could see this easily being a $30 to $35 play by the end of the year, and I'm lowballing, guys. You know me. You know that I try not to get everybody's hopes up. Less than a month ago, this stock was trading for $8.15, and it touched $20. So it more than doubled in the last month. So $30 is very, very realistic. I completely believe it. So we're going to look at this from a macroscopic scale. I do have a couple indicators pulled up. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 oversold. I have the 200 EMA pulled up, the Exponential Moving Average, and this is just the 200-day average trend line based on price action over a 200-day moving period. And then the 15-day VWMA, the Volume Adjusted Moving Average, is the same thing over a 15-day period, and it takes into consideration the overall volume and adjusts the trend line accordingly. We're going to talk about all those indicators, what they mean, the overall volume patterns, the current bullish and bearish action, some different patterns that I'm seeing form on the charts here, and then we'll look at this on a 1-day, 1-minute chart as well, just to give a full well-rounded perspective. So let's just get right into what FuelCell is if you're not familiar. FuelCell develops environmentally responsible distributed baseload power solutions through proprietary molten carbonate fuel technology. It develops turnkey distributed power generation solutions and provides comprehensive services for the life of the power plant. The firm's FuelCell solution is an alternative to traditional combustion-based power generation and is complementary to an energy mix consisting of intermittent sources of energy such as solar and wind turbines. On StockSplits, they're up to 94,000 members now. That's insane. Message volume's up. Sentiment is down a little bit. Price is down a little bit. And I want to touch on this hit piece really quick by JP Morgan because I think this is probably going to scare some people. I know, a stock drops 10% and you think, oh man, this is absolutely the end of the world. There's no way that this is ever going to recover. But I guarantee you guys, FuelCell is going to be around for a while. Let's just take a quick read. FuelCell drops as JP Morgan cuts stocks to sell on valuation. Koster has a $10 price target on the Danbury Con Company. FuelCell shares at last dropped 11% to 17.01. The stock had more than quadrupled in 2020, and in 2021 through Wednesday, it had risen 71%. We think the stock is richly valued here. In the same note, Koster initiated coverage of pure hydrogen fuel cell maker Plug Power with a hold rating and a $60 price target. And I just want to give you guys some confirmation on this. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence, but I will be holding FuelCell probably all the way through 2021. I think this stock is extremely undervalued still, and clean energy is going to be the future. It might take some time to develop, right? As Joe Biden takes office, he does plan on having X amount of charging stations throughout the country, X amount of electric cars. He's got a bunch of different initiatives that he plans on working through so that we can really capitalize on clean energy. But guys, there was a time when coal was the primary source of energy, right? And I guarantee you, when gasoline and oil started coming around, everyone was like, there's no way that gas will ever do the trick. And well, guess what? We're doing gas right now. And this is the same thing is happening right now with coal. Not with coal, with clean energy. People are saying clean energy will never do. No one's going to want to drive an electric car. No one's going to want to use a charging station. Well, I guarantee you it's going to happen. It absolutely is. The world is always changing, and you either adjust with the world or you get left behind. And I'll tell you what, I want to be a part of some pretty cool change, so I'm going to stay in FuelCell. I didn't sell a single share. If you followed these videos for a while, you know that I have been in at $11.13 for 229 shares for quite some time, and I am not going anywhere. I think this is going to be an absolutely filthy play for a lot of time to come, and I recommend, of course, do your own due diligence, make your own financial decisions, but I recommend the same with FuelCell. So let's just take a look here at the charts really quick. We do have back here the crossover of the VWMA over the 200 EMA, and this is something that I look for to indicate extreme buying pressure and a bullish run. And if you can see here, after this happened, we saw a pretty large, massive bullish run to follow, and it was pretty filthy. This thing moved for quite some time. We are starting to close down on that gap a little bit now. And what I'm going to be watching for in particular, and I'll zoom this out just to show you, we're going to be watching for a continuation of this trend, and that is going to be a sign to me to average up. So let's say that we see the 200 EMA level out like that, and we see the volume adjusted moving average tank down like this. And you see that crossover, you've got confirmation, you can draw a little circle on it just so that you can see it plain and simple. When that happens, guys, that is an indicator to me to buy more shares. I'm going to continue to let this drop up until we see that bottom out. And once we do see a bottom out, I plan on averaging up on FuelCell, because this company is going to be filthy. It's going to be absolutely dirty. There is so much good stuff happening right now at FuelCell. The charts are insane. People are liking this stock, guys. You need to go where the money is, and money is going into clean energy. You're looking at FuelCell, Plug, CLNE, Clean Energy. You're looking at NEO, Tesla, Lee, XPEV. All of these stocks have been just absolutely crushing in 2021 and 2020 so far, and it's going to continue. I 100% guarantee it. So what I'm personally watching for is a cross back under of the VWMA underneath the 200 EMA. And guys, don't panic. Don't panic. It seems like common sense, right? We all think it in the back of our minds, but we don't want to sell a stock when it's not at its all-time high. You want to buy more of that stock when it's at an all-time high. You want to buy as low as you can, sell as high as you can, and don't panic sell just because it's going to drop. And it probably is, right? I think it's going to continue this bearish run. I do think the 15-day VWMA will cross underneath the 200 EMA. We're going to eventually find a bottom out. And if we do, that's just an opportunity to load the boat. I'm telling you, you can absolutely fill out your positions, make this a filthy play. It's going to pay you a crap ton of money for some time to come, and it's looking really nice. So I am seeing a small pattern here. This is an inverse cup and handle, and what you're looking for with a cup and handle is a small dip like this. Actually, this might just be a cup and handle in general, an inverse cup and handle already, but you're looking for a dip followed by another small dip, and it moves in the upward direction here. So with this inverse cup and handle, that is usually a bearish indicator. So if that is any sign of what's to come, I do anticipate that we will see a little more of a bleeding out of FuelCell today. Of course, I can't predict the future. This is just what the charts are saying, and based on previous trends and all of the different price action that's happened over time with different stocks. I do think it is likely that we see that. So I kind of expect today to be a red day, but just don't panic, guys. Don't panic at all. If you believe in this play long term or even midterm, and you think, hey, this can be more than a $20 stock, as I do, I personally think it can be more than $20, you are going to be completely fine just waiting it out, because it is going to heat up again. There's a lot of great stuff that's happening with FuelCell, and I completely believe in the company. So that's where we're looking right now. As far as the bottom out goes, I think we're likely going to retest this area right here at about $14.85. We might not drop quite that far, right? It's really hard to say. And we do have a weaker level of support sitting right around here at about $16.17. So we may see a bottom out here, and you'll know because you'll see a bounce off of that level. If we look historically in the past, you'll see something like this: a run up, a bounce back down, and then a bounce back up, right? So if you see a bounce off of 1485 or off of 1617, that's probably a good confirmation to you that, hey, the bleeding is done. And if you have this double confirmation of the VWMA crossing over the 200 EMA, that is an indication to you right off the bat that we're back at bullish territory. So if you're looking to load up your position in FuelCell, or you don't have a position in FuelCell, watch for that. Watch for the cross under on the 15 VWMA under the 200 EMA. Watch for a bounce off of 1617. Watch for the comeback up. Buy some shares, load up your position, and you're gonna be sitting really nice with some time to come. So that's what we're looking like right now. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about levels of resistance for a little while. I'd estimate anywhere between 3 to 5 days where we're gonna have this price correction, just historically speaking. Look at this first run up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of bleed days, right? We did have a slight run up, and then it followed up with a little more bleeding. So maybe 5 to 6 days, just based on trends and what we see in the past, where we're going to see a little bit of price correction. And I don't think you're going to see anything near as harsh as this 10% red day that we saw yesterday, right? But it is completely possible that we give back another 5 to 10% in the short term, right? Just don't panic. Don't pay any mind in your portfolio. It's absolutely fine. I was sitting down at one point in FuelCell, guys. I was up $2,000, and I am absolutely not worried whatsoever with being negative 500 yesterday, because I know what this stock is going to be long term, and it is going to be something absolutely filthy. So that's what I'm thinking right now. The volume is about the same as it's been. The RSI indicator, pretty oversold territory the entire day. We were trading underneath neutral on the RSI indicator the entire day, and that should be an indicator to you that people are panicking. I think a lot of people probably sold off because of what JP Morgan said. I don't think this is going to touch $10. You guys have to realize too that when JP Morgan or Hindenburg, they put out these hit pieces on companies, you know what they're doing, right? They're making money on that company because it's tanking. They're shorting the crap out of it. They're making a bunch of money, and they're feeding into the problem. So I don't think it's going to hit $10. Just to clarify on that, I do think that the very worst you may see 1485, followed by a pretty nice bounce back up. So think about this: when this first run up happened to 1308 from freaking what, $7? Oh man, so filthy. From $7.69 up to $13. We 2x'd the stock, and the correction was back down to 1080. This company is going to be fine, guys. I have complete faith in FuelCell. I think it's going to be an absolutely dirty stock with a lot of time to come. So that's what we're looking at on the 1 month chart. If we change this to a 2-day 1 minute chart real quick, we'll just take a look at this and see if we have some more confirmation on the stock. And it is looking still pretty bearish, especially leading into the after hours. The VWMA is trading pretty harshly underneath the 200 EMA. So currently a little bit bearish here. If we change this to a 5-minute frequency, we're going to take a quick look at what that looks like. And this is already crossed back under as of yesterday in the pre-market. So we do have, a couple different confirmations that this is entering bearish territory. It's not quite there yet on the macroscopic scale, right? But I imagine that it's going to. I think we're going to see a little bit of a gap between this VWMA and the 200 EMA. Just don't panic, guys. You're going to be totally fine. If this is a swing trading opportunity for you, maybe you should have taken profits at 20. Maybe you should take profits now. But if you believe in this mid to long term, I think FuelCell is going to be absolutely dirty. So it looks good. The RSI indicator, we were never oversold by any means. Most of the day we were oversold or overbought. We never overbought by any means. Most of the day we were oversold. And this is how we're looking right now, guys. So like I mentioned on the 1 month chart, if you're looking for an entry point or to double down on your position, watch for a bounce off of 1617 or a bounce off of 1485. I am certainly going to be averaging up when I see that bottom out, because I believe in this company. I'll be looking to get 300, 350, 400 total shares in the stock, just so that I can really ride out this awesome wave that's going to be coming with FuelCell. So that is the update on ticker symbol FCEL. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 7.5 thousand subscribers in a little less than a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, it is a great tool to help get your video videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you use my link, I will receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it is a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos and give me support in that way. So that is what I have for the video today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.